Guys, I'm the Hooded Lid and welcome to my channel. Today I bring to you a little bit cloudy weather, so I hope this is going to look okay. But what I'm really going to bring to you is another look for the Natasha Denona Love palette. I had kind of moved eventually all my palettes down here one by one, and I decided to move them back upstairs. But I left this one down here. Ended up, kind of forcing myself to use this over and over again because I have a tendency, as we all do, I think, to buy a palette, find one look, and do that one look over and over again. I did 2 looks in my first, I did another look in my second, and then since then I've done a couple of looks. I keep on surprising myself, well not myself, but kind of myself, because I'm so ungood at finding a lot of looks. This palette is surprising me so much because I'm finding more and more I can do with it. And I think it is the most versatile palette that Natasha Denona has done since she's done the more plastic things. I don't have her larger palettes like the Star palette. So I want to show you a look I did yesterday. I did a red eye yesterday. And I did a red eye for the holiday, which was kind of big. This eye I put on and I went to Nordstrom's to return that Dior palette. And in 5 minutes, I got 3 compliments. I love your red eyeshadow. Then I went to Sephora and I got a couple of more compliments there too. And that has never ever happened. 6 compliments on my eyeshadow in a matter of 20-minute span, or any span at all when you think about it. So I want to show you what I did. I'm going to move you in a little bit. I started with Heart, the red color, and believe it or not, I used it with this big brush. I'm just kind of pressing it first. Bringing it out a little bit. So just have my shape so that when my eyes open, you can see it, and a teeny wing up here. Wipe off the excess. And do a little blend. I'm not going crazy with the blend yet. Now with this big fluffy brush, I'm going in with this color first, and I'm just going to work on the edges here. If you're new here, I am both hooded and crepey and ancient, but this eye, I also have a fat pad that comes out. So sometimes things adhere, sometimes things don't, but on the other side of the fat pad, it always looks a little darker, and I have a very hard time getting these eyes to match up perfectly. It's just, the architecture of my eye. Inevitably, I like the way this looks, the way I got this, but getting it here is more difficult. We can fix that later. Going in with a smaller brush and sole. And I'm putting it where the empty space is, right here. And by my lashes. And pretty much on my lid. See, right here I'm getting some rub off. So I'm just going to go into that area. So this is just kind of deepening up the eyeball. It's kind of an unspecific feeling. So feeling around the eyeball, largely so there's no rub off right here. The sun is coming out. Yay! I'm going to take my concealer brush over here to kind of sharpen it up, hoping that it will match this side a little bit. Okay, and then a little bit here. Again, I usually don't try to get it to look exactly the same from eye to eye because it's such a hard thing to do. Okay, these look about even, but it's really not the goal. I'm just going to blend it a little bit. And it goes without saying, I hope, like other women my age, got a lot going on the eyes, so it's getting more and more difficult to get things to adhere the way I want them to do. This is working so well, though. I just love her powders. I do not like her CP formulas. They do not work well with hooded lids. Yeah. All right, so these are just, I'm just experiencing problems that are specific to my eyes. I got a little sharpness here and a really pretty fade. And here, even though I tried and I used a pencil brush, it's just really hard to get it to match 100%. But it is what it is. Using my finger with Giving, and that's pretty much it. It's a pretty quick eye and has a lot of impact. I'm going to do my brows, my cheeks, my lips, my mascara, and I'll be right back. Voila! So I decided not to do any blush. I just did some mascara and I did my brows. I'm not wearing any bronzer and I have a nude-ish lip on. I didn't want to do cheeks because I already have a lot of pinkness on my face. I'm wearing the Reboot foundation again from Makeup Forever, and this time I'm wearing Y315, and I think it's a really good match, but we'll see when I put this in the computer. But I didn't want to have like red and then pink on my cheeks. I thought it might be a little too much. I'm going to pull you out so you can get a better look. And there it is. This is the look that got me like 6 compliments in the span of 20 minutes, just as I'm walking by sometimes. Oh, I really like your red eye. And I think this absolutely can go, you know, out running errands or whatever you want to do. It's not as big as the look that I did around the holidays, but it is still red, it is still viewable, and yet it works. I don't feel like I look rabbity. Now my eyes are hazel and they have green in them, so this really works for us hazel girls, but I think it would really work for, honestly, blue and straight out green and brown. I think this would be great actually on a dark medium toned skin, and I think this would work really good on an African American skin too. But anyway, I wanted to share with you the foundation, giving it another try. I'm really liking it. I think I'm going to get it. And this red look, which I think is perfectly cool. I did go back in with my pencil brush that I used over here and put whatever was left under the eyes, and that's it. I hope that I might have inspired you, and again, I did this row. I didn't intend to do this row. It wasn't like, okay, I'm going to try the row theory. It's just I wanted to do the red, and then I went in with this, and then I needed to blend out with this, and then I put a little sparkle on. But I think that's a fun way to do it. Maybe the next time I do this palette, I'll do another row. But there are so many more options here than I initially thought there was. And I'm so pleased that I got it, which is great because it's been a little hot minute since I've been really super excited about a Denona palette. And there's only 2 cream to powders in here, thankfully, and I think both of those are the purples. And the sun's coming out. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you come again. And if you're here to the very end, let me just say, I don't like it when people beg for someone to subscribe. I mean, it's obvious if you like the content, you're going to subscribe. I don't want to be pushy and inappropriate and all that kind of stuff. But hey, if you're still here, maybe subscribe. And until I see you again, I'm wishing you a great day.